Hey everybody, my name is Chris Tharp, and today we are getting to know Audacity. This is the software I use for recording any audio that I'm doing in-house. So anything that's not digital, I'm doing right here, voices, a lot of sound effects. I actually end up finding stuff around the house and then making noise with it. And that's a lot of fun sometimes. It gives you a nice break, and that's one of the things I love about game design in general is that, or game development in general, is just that it encompasses so many different art types, and so if I get bored of trying to program something or I get overwhelmed, I'll just go, oh well, I'll make some art for a little while, or I'll jump over and record some stuff. I've got a constant list of things that I need to get done, and as much as I check stuff off, the list grows way faster than I could ever check anything off. So, this software is really basic. There's not a lot to go over. Essentially, you have your record, back to beginning, skip to the end, stop, play, pause. You hit record. Obviously, you have to have a mic connected. And then you say something like, mic check, mic check. And you hit stop. You see the waveforms there, so it's clearly recording. So you have to have a mic connected, and then you say something like mic check, mic check. Ooh, that's fun. And that's Audacity. So thanks for coming by, everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe. And no, I'm kidding. A couple more little basic things are the effects. So you can have a lot of fun with these. There's stuff that's good for cleanup. Actually, it's a little more complicated, but the noise reduction is incredibly useful, and you don't really notice that you need it until you realize that, well, you need it. Once it's gone, you notice that it's better, essentially. So the way that you do this is you have to isolate the noise or the background noise. So we were intending in this particular recording to record my silly voice right there. What we don't want is anything in the background right there. And if we actually select our zoom tool and really zoom in, oh, zoom back just a little bit, you see this kind of background noise. That could be the air conditioning, the fan on my computer, could be the TV in the other room. But it makes a difference, especially if you're trying to record something that you're going to be showing to people that you're going to put in a final game. So you select that empty space, you go up to Effect, and select Noise Reduction. Now here you're going to select Get Noise Profile, and this trips people up a little bit because they don't know what to do after this. So you have that noise profile. Now you're going to go over and just select the whole thing by clicking right here. Go up to Effect and just hit Repeat. And all that goes away. Now, with this particular one, everything's so quiet, you're probably not going to notice it as much. Uh, but that comes in handy if you're going to be recording dialogue for your game, if you're going to be recording instruments. I mean, I like to get out instruments around the house and just create little tracks, and you don't want there to be unwanted noises in there. And you can actually use that noise reduction technique to phase out other things as well, but it's not as useful as just doing it by hand. And there's all sorts of effects in here. Another handy one is the compress and normalize technique. I've found this to be really useful for when I'm recording something and it's not picked up as well as I'd like for it to be. So you can essentially go over here and select compress with your entire track selected, hit OK, and that's going to compress it and expand it up to the boundaries. And as it's hitting these boundaries, you don't want that to happen. You want it to fill the space, but you don't want it to go over the edges like that. And so what you do after that is go to Effect, and normalize. And I'm just going to use the default settings. I'm sure it'll work okay. Yeah, I brought everything away enough, but still we're occupying that space. You want to use your space. Like, if your track here is your stage and you're in a play, you want to chew up the scenery. You want to go all around. You want to utilize it. So that's how you're going to get the best quality. Let's see if it sounds any different.
So you have to have a mic connected, and then you say something like, mic check.
That silence definitely sounded pretty silent, right? So what else we got? I'll do another fun one. We'll just do default echo.
So you have to have a mic connected, and then you say something like,
yeah, you can have a lot of fun with the effects. The other thing would be layering, and I don't really have. I mean, I could sit here and do an a cappella song for you and just layer tracks together, but essentially, if you wanted to layer in things, it really comes in handy if you're trying to write songs or build like ambient music. You want to layer in a couple things for your game. But I'm gonna go to track, add stereo track, and just click there to select the whole thing. And you just hit record and record something else.
so you have to have a mic connected, and then you say something like, mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Don't ask me why I did that.
So you have to have a mic connected, and then you say something like, mic check, mic check, mic check.
So that just gives you an idea of how much you can range. So that's essentially the same recording. Obviously, said the same things, but totally different effects there, totally different feels there. You can utilize those effects in tandem with your environment or circumstances in your game, and it really comes in handy. I have a game where at one point the main character enters a cave, and I made sure to have all the effects in that cave have a nice little reverb, a little echo to them. And it's a small thing, but that sort of stuff goes a long way for immersion and building a scene and creating that feeling that you want. Anyway, that's pretty much the basics of Audacity. If this helped you out at all, please let me know. Like and subscribe. If I did something wrong or something you're not digging or want to know more information, hit me up in the comments, man. I got time. Once again, I'm Chris Tharp. Take it easy, guys.